trying to use my head to block this light behind me. Anyway, so good morning. I am now in Berlin, and oh my god, I go home. By the time I got here yesterday night, I was so tired. All I wanted to do was I was just so happy that I got something to eat in the airport, even though it was Starbucks. Like the particular terminal that I was supposed to take my flight from, they've redone it, so like a lot of places I cannot even remember. Like the food court was just a completely different place from what I expected it, or from where I expected it to be. And then like, so the selection was not a lot. It was more like um Paul, which is more sandwiches and pastries. Another one as well, I can't remember the name. Then there was Ekis, which is as well like sandwiches and pastries and more vegetarian. No, not vegetarian, more saladish meals. And then there was Starbucks. So yeah, I just went to Starbucks. But it's morning now. I am going for breakfast because one thing I don't play with in hotels is their breakfast. I just hope that this breakfast is okay because European breakfast is also not the best. I always prefer American breakfast, and actually no, I prefer UK's breakfast and then American's breakfast. Well, European breakfast is all, well, it depends on the country. I'm not going to assume, I'm just going to get down and be pleasantly surprised. Today is Sunday. Yesterday was an interesting day, and my flight was in the night. So my flight was 8:50, and I made it in time, but I just didn't make it in time for me to be walking around and looking for. But it was because I also knew that it was a local flight. So I know that with local flights, like, and I'm not checking in anything. There's barely any. I didn't have to go through immigration, all of that. It was just like a walk through. Like you just walk in, go to the boarding, you get to the place you have to drop your, like, do your security checks, and then you're in the. I know it's in French, but I can't remember it in English. What's it? Gate. The gate is what it's called. Wow. Yeah, you're at the gate. So that was what happened. I'm going for breakfast now. See you guys again. What happened? Hi guys. So first of all, the lighting in this place is all yellow lights. I don't know if I've put on everything. I think I have, but anyway, this is it. So I'm getting ready for church. Today is Sunday. So they gave me 2 snacks. Unfortunately, I couldn't eat it, and there is no fridge in this room. There usually no fridge in Europe hotels. I don't know why, but so I'm going to have to trash it. I really wanted the vegetarian one. So I took this one first, and then I asked what was in it, and then she said it was bacon and cheese, and I'm like, no, I want vegetarian because this one I've asked. So let's get ready for church. So I was going to do a room tour when I came in yesterday, so I packed my makeup kit. I'm a very organized traveler. So I was going to do a room tour when I got in yesterday, but I think I already said I got in very late, and then it just was not working. It just wasn't working. I'm going to wet my beauty blender. Remember that time when we used to do transitions that we use the brush on the lens and then come back. That's what I'm going to do and then come back so I can concentrate on this makeup and just be done because I have lots of things to do and we have to be out of here by 12. So I think we did it okay. What I have just realized after spending a long time using white lights to do my makeup is that doing your makeup with yellow light is a risk because I don't even know what I look like at this point. I had to be going to the bathroom and coming back and standing in front of this. So like I have this wide window and then I just like took a mirror, faced the window, I was looking if my face is well blended or I'm looking like my neighbor or something. White light is just the best. Yellow light, I don't understand how I've done it so well with yellow light in a long time because I don't know if I look like masquerade now. Thank God I came with my compact mirror because I didn't even think that I was going to need it because I'm like, what do I want to use it for? But I need it. I absolutely need it. I don't know who told us as well that when you want to do your makeup and you do your face somehow, you get into different parts. Because I was looking at myself doing my makeup, I think it was last week Sunday. And I'm like, it's not even an unconscious thing to just have your face contorted when you want to do your makeup. Meanwhile, the pulling of my, like doing this, it's not making me get anything that I would not get if I don't do it. So I don't even understand where the concept came from and why we do it so religiously. So like now I'm telling myself like, okay, you don't have to. And when I find myself doing it, I have to remind myself that I don't have to. Like for the eyes, I guess, because like you have to look down to get to your eyelids and anything. But like any other place, so like you're doing your eye and you're doing like this. Lifting my eye up is not lifting the eye down, so it's not helping me to get into the creases under my eye when I'm doing my what's it called, concealer or anything. So it's just like spoiling your face for no particular reason. Oh Lord, you have been so good. So one of the things that I realized actually with adulting is that you hardly have time for so many things. So like you're most times just fixed on work and just making an impact and just doing so many things, starting a business and all of those many things that we like to do. And then before you know it, it's like days are going by, months, weeks are going by, months are going by, and you are not in contact with your family or your friends or anything. And so like I just realized like it actually is just a, what's it called, an intentional effort. Like keeping tabs with people around you is an intentional thing. It's not something that just happens. So the people that do it, that send you random messages in the middle of the day or whatever, you should be appreciating them because it's like when you think of your own things that you have to think of, you're like, I'm not even about to think of any other person's thing and anything. So like it just makes you realize that it's just an intentional effort. You just have to do the work to keep tabs with people around you that are important. And so like this last, like I just realized like I've not been very good at keeping up with my friends, like just checking in on them and anything. And so this month I was like this month January, because I'm sure you'll be seeing this video in February. I was like I was just like, you know what, I'm going to, whenever I remember to send a message, I'm just going to send a message on the spot. So like I'll just find myself stopping in the middle of walking on the street, typing in a message to a friend and just saying, hey, what's up, how are you doing? Like I just thought to check in on you since it's a long time or something. And like yesterday when I was coming, like I just remember like, oh my, I started a conversation with a friend of mine and I forgot. So like we stopped the conversation. So like I just forgot. And I was like, oh my God, that's not even a nice thing to do, because I know how I feel when I'm having a conversation with somebody and the person forgets or just stops responding. I'm like, I understand that the person is busy, but it still kind of says, like, makes you feel like, oh, so this conversation is not important, that kind of thing. And so like I just stopped doing, like I was walking when I remembered, I was like, oh sure, I just stopped, took out my phone and did a voice note. I was like, hey, what's up? Like I just thought to check in on you again today and all of that. Like it just takes extra effort to do it, and it's something that we actually need to be conscious about and intentional about doing, which is kind of the same thing. Conscious and intentional about doing something is the same thing. Well, you get my point. You just need to be conscious and intentional about checking in with your friends and family or anything. How did they open this thing again? Oh shit. One of the things that I said, I've been saying like I'm winning 2024 and all of that. One of the things that I'm also intentional about winning is like winning my relationships and my friends, and winning with my relationships and my friends. So like checking in, making sure that at least I'm able, like at least every month I'm able to have said I had a conversation with the people that are most important to me. Like my family, we're always talking, we have a group chat, of course. And so like I'm particularly talking about friends because like family, there is always something to talk about with my family, but like with friends sometimes you can just miss tiny things, and that's how you don't know if somebody's going through something that they need you to be there for them, and you don't know because they wouldn't tell you that I need you to be here for me, except there has been like a communication that leads to that conversation. So it's just like an intentional effort this year to do that. And I think that is something that we all should do. So then one of the ways that I'm winning this year is to win with my friends as well. Like I need to do better this year, this particular period, because schedule is scheduling, time is going, time is doing what it wants to do, and before you know it, you realize that you haven't spoken to your friend in like 6 months. That's not the vibe we're going for. Have I applied powder? That's not the vibe we're going for. Well, yeah, let's complete this dressing, because before I know it's time, it'll be time to head out. What's the time? Up, yep. I should be ready in 5 minutes. Oh my goodness, this perfume, this YSL lip, smells so good. I haven't used it in a long time, and I use it right now, and I'm like, no, no, no. This perfume smells absolutely amazing, so good. Anyways, I am ready to check now. I'm trying to decide if I want to wear boots or heels. I don't know what the weather is feeling like, so I'm going to do a quick check outside. The weather says it's not very cold, but I'm going to be in the car and then in the building, so I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, see you guys later. We're avoiding being late this year. Okay, so it is cold, so we're doing boots. See you guys. Why am I saying home? I've just gotten back to the hotel since morning. Like we left the problem. We left the hotel by 12:20. Is now, oh, I forgot to wear my wristwatch. Can you imagine? It's now almost 7. We are just getting back to the hotel. Anyway, so I wanted to do a quick room tour because I don't know how the girls do the room tour on the day that they arrive. Could never be me. Anyway, so I'm going to do a room tour now since they've cleaned up from yesterday. So let's go outside and enter the room again without closing the door because I'm not coming out with the key. So, the key card to make sure that there's light in the room. It's such a nice. Anyway, so when you walk in, this is it. You first have the bathroom, and this is me. Hi. And then, yep. So come in. You have a very long. Okay, you saw this mirror this morning. I used it this morning. And then the bed. That's my book. Yes, because no break in this morning. And then I love this sofa. I haven't even gotten a lot of use in it. And then this is the view that I have. And then this is another mirror. So this is the chair that I was. So I've taken 2 books from my dad already. Made for more. And that's my planner underneath there. And then Beyond the Natural. So two new books that I need to read. And then yeah, I took this from breakfast, and the Coke my dad kept it for me. Anyways, so it has been a long day, but it was a beautiful Sunday. And I kind of like, you know how you have a trip that is work full and you think that you have more time than you actually have. That is what I thought, because I actually thought that I'll have time to go around and see lies. The only time that I could have done any of those, I want to sit down. The only time that I could have done any of those was today. And guess where I spent all of my day? In the church. Because after service, I forgot that I'm a pastor's child. So you can't go home immediately after service, especially when you're with the pastor. So I spent the whole day in church, and then we went for dinner, and then tomorrow is back to work again. So there's not really time to explore anything, but like some of the places I saw, one where like driving around looked really nice. Anyways, that's it. Oh goodness, I'm tired. I am tired, and I still have a few things to do. I need to complete the email that I need to send to my email list tomorrow. I want to host a live class. So I've been thinking of what I could do for community, for building community, and just like being more intentional about being impactful this year, apart from just creating content on YouTube and everything. So I was thinking that I would maybe start doing live classes every month. So like maybe the start or the end, but for January I'm thinking to host it. No, for like now I'm thinking to host it on the oh shoot, I can't even do it on the Friday that I'm thinking I wanted to do it. So maybe Thursday. I probably will do it on Thursday by 8:30 or something. I don't know. I haven't sorted out the logistics yet, but I'm thinking to host like a live class every month starting from February, the start of the month, and to just maybe like talk on a productivity tip and be more intentional about actually showing, not just saying, but not just saying, but also showing like the process, the how. So as much as you can hear me say you can do this and all of that, like stating step by step ways to do the things that I always say to do, that actually helps us to win 2024 and to just be more productive this year. So I'm working on logistics. So I have to plan that this year, and then I actually have work for tomorrow. Yeah. But anyways, we go again tomorrow. 2024 is the year. Like 2024 is just that year that there's a lot of things I'm putting on for 2024, and I'm just so trustful and hopeful that 2024 is going to give me exactly, and no, not exactly, more than I'm expecting. That was the sermon for today. That you're going to get more than you're expecting. So I'm holding on to that word for 2024. Anyways, I have to do one more video this night. So I'm not going to say I'm going to have my bath or anything, but after that I'm going to have my bath. So I need to do one more video this night to talk about the life class. But I need to figure out I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. See you guys tomorrow. This has been an interesting day. I missed my flight. I had to be rebooked to another one. Wish you a very pleasant flight. Hi guys. So very interesting long day. I'm at McDonald's now because like I just felt like so many things that I wanted to do today I couldn't get to do because like it was just so many things. First of all, I didn't know that I was as tired as I was when I went to bed yesterday. I woke up by 7:30 and I needed to be out of the hotel by 9:30ish. So I had 2 hours to get breakfast, say goodbye, and go. So it was like rush, and then I got to the airport in good time. I wanted to get to the airport like 2 hours before my flight, but I got there just because like the airport in Berlin is just big. but the walking was not as long as I expected it to be. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Let's walk a little bit. So I did my email to my email list. Like I already had a draft, so I just fleshed it up a little bit, and then started the journey to the the gate. And then we got there, and then we were delayed for like you know how these tiny delays just happen, and you don't feel that it's going to be very impactful until you have to catch your next flight. Yeah, that was what happened. So I missed the other flight, and then they had to rebook me for the next one. So I'm now like, it's not 5 o'clock. I'm like, if I go home, I'll be too tired. So let me just find a place to sit down and do a little bit of work before I go home. So that's what I did. Yeah, so it was an interesting trip. It was an interesting weekend and an interesting vlog as well. But yeah, that's it for this vlog. I am now, so I kind of have a few things to do. First, I'm having a live workshop on the 5th of February, which would be tomorrow by the time you're seeing this vlog. Yeah, so if you want to register, you can still register today. I'm going to have it linked in the description bar. And we're going to be talking about having a structured goal towards the year. So one of my goals for the year is to have live workshops every month towards being a productive person. And so I'm starting with the 5th of February, and I was like, yeah, what's the best way to start it? So we're going to work on structuring your goals for the year, for the month, and the quarters, and just making sure that you are in the best frame of anything to actually achieve your goal. So the purpose of this is to make sure that your goal does not remain a goal, but it's actually achieved by the end of the year. That's why we're starting with this one, because it's still early in the year. And so you can still restructure, look into your goals, make sure that it is properly drawn out and all of that. So we're doing that on the 5th of February. And so I just want to create a sequence of emails that is going to be going out, and the welcome guide as well. So I'm thinking to have like a worksheet that I would use for the session. So that's what I'm going to do now. When I finish, I'm going to then head home. And then I have a meeting this night by 9 p.m., which is why I'm even like, I'm just going to sit here and do a little bit of work, because if I go home, I know I'll be too tired, and we get carried away with unpacking, getting ready for tomorrow, and all of that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed seeing some parts of the city with me through the car or through the drives. But here, I realized that I haven't traveled in a long time. Yeah, I actually haven't traveled in a long time. I think my last trip was when we went for youth camp, which was in July, and that's it. Anyways, hopefully I get to travel more this year. It's actually one of my goals for the year, actually, to travel more this year. But let's see how it goes. I would catch you guys in the next vlog. Till next time. Bye.